The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Russell Wilson leading them out there, 6-year quarterback who finished his college ball, of course, as a Wisconsin Badger.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully spring.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. William Hayes in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a Bay Area native from up in Berkeley. This is Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Dan Carpenter. His career long is 60 yards, so he's got a big leg. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Second down, this is Gore. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. There's the first catch as a 49er for Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 16 on third and 16, and that spot moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll look to throw here. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On first down, it's Gore. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And hauled in by Pitta. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So that scores now in their first two possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. To return, this is Doug Baldwin. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Wilson. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. They go play action now. Wilson. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. It's a close game here early on. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now Wilson. And some room to work. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down, the run with Lynch. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now it's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Here's Wilson. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Second down, Wilson. And it's caught. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll run with Lynch. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll bang that one through. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's all capped off by a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. It said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Handoff for Gore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Gore. And now running right through it. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On the handoff, it's Gore. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the 20. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 3-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Partners, that a little sweet justice for Super Bowl 49 right there?
You know nothing can ever erase the total sting, but that has to feel good, right? To flip it around, be on their own 1-yard line defending, and come up with the interception.
A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Deshaun Watson leading the way offensively. Marshawn Lynch heading back out into the huddle. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. play action here on first down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. That would give running right is Lynch. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Wilson back into his end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well. And they free kick it from the 20 now.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Gore again here on first down. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And time for us to spotlight Doug Baldwin. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Now Wilson, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Wilson. They dump it off to Lynch. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And Carpenter knocks it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. let's discuss Amir Abdullah. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here, losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. They run. It's Gore. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Following the penalty, it's Gore. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The 49ers are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Seahawks have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Now to early in the second. Lynch is going to look for a gap, and he'll go in for the score. They go up by 1. 49ers have it midway through the second. Under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. The interception is made by Chancellor, ending the drive. Now following the interception, offensive line won't be able to hold up here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. The offense will later be brought down for a safety. After the pick, offense comes out now. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This will go for a loss of 7. The 49ers go up by 1. And with that, we'll wrap up our halftime report and head back out now to Levi's Stadium for the start of the second half.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Here's a give to Lynch. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Wilson on second down. And an alley to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third down and 12. Play action. It's Wilson. Wilson snags it left side. And he is knocked down from the side, right near midfield. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down.
In today's NFL, it might have surprised some people, but San Francisco was really, really hot to pick up Kyle Juszczyk from Baltimore, and they acquired him. Why? He can do everything. Block it? Yeah, of course he can. But he can catch the ball well out of the backfield, too.
Led all fullbacks in receptions the last 2 years and played in his first Pro Bowl a season ago. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he fires one incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Back to the ground game here. Gore fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On for the field goal try, Robbie Gould. His career long, 58. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. An update from down in L.A. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. Drew Brees with 1 touchdown pass thus far. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. On 2nd down, Wilson over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Again, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and boy, he's been good. On the handoff, Lynch, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The Seahawks on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson operating from the gun. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. And Carpenter knocks it through, and it's now 13-8. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. They'll start on the ground with Gore. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Another carry now for Gore. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll look to throw here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now back to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be...
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw here. Room here to run. And now running right through it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gold is able to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Drew Brees, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They go with Lynch right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a second and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. On third and 1, Wilson. David Johnson, 1 yard away from the century mark. He's at 99 thus far.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Frank Gore and company trotting back out there as they get set to go again on offense. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. And Davis with it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got Gore. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far. Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question. Throwing left side, it's complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, 49ers. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They're going to look to throw. Drops it underneath to Gore. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Back to throw. A dump off here for Gore. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. He's back to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down. Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap. No doubt about it. As Ike went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off. The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return. And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And give that one to the Cardinals. They wind up winners. Deshaun Watson, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle? We're going to find out. Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. We'll have to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, the 40, the 30, 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Niners, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.